This is just a skirmish. Battlegrounds will be next week. So yeah, this is just gonna be the last couple fights, getting people into that semifinals, and anyone in those semifinal slots will be fighting in Battlegrounds. Yeah, Battlegrounds will be next week Saturday. This chat is vile. I'm just have you know. All right. Getting a code set up now. It should be just another moment, folks. Lobby has been created, waiting for fighters to join. We do it with non-stream matches. I think yes. I had to do the non-stream matches just because of the limited time we had in the format. I wanted to make sure I got this done kind of about at the expected time so that it didn't overlap on what I expected to be EBI, but now seems like it's going to be Swordmasters. So yeah, next season we probably won't do on-stream matches. The Riptide logo. Yeah, that was I think made by their guild leader. It's not bad. I think they're reworking at the moment. It's what they got. All right, first fighter's in. Second should be here in just a moment. This is going to be a random stranger on the side of Riptide versus Snizzy on Peacekeepers. Both somewhat newer players to the competitive scene. I think a random stranger has been around for a bit. May have played in the last Battlegrounds. I am pretty sure it's a new league format. Is Swordmasters? Yeah. All right, both players are in. And we are getting to the game. Ooh, names are swapped. Hold on. There we are. Get a good camera angle here. There we are. All right, so Snazzy playing Tyrant, a random stranger playing Persian. This is a really bad matchup for a random stranger. Tyrant is probably Persian's strongest counter. Names have been fixed. You calm down. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, Snazzy with the vast majority of her health left, a random stranger already breaking. Hasn't used second wind quite yet, but has lost one of those blades. Just has one more to work with. Oh, Snazzy does drop Awaken though. Snazzy, yeah. Both players using second wind now. Ooh, random stranger takes a lot there. It's most of their blade gone. Snazzy still holding pretty strong. Oh, and it goes in. Gets the body tap. Snazzy getting that first life down. A good start for Peacekeepers. Very good start. Alright, Snazzy going in early with that Edgebreaker. Doesn't get much cut, but that Awakened Diff on Tyrant makes a lot of damage anyways. Oh, a random stranger tries to get the Edgebreaker off, but doesn't, and instead goes in for an attack with absolutely no Awaken. It's looking bad. Oh, Snazzy Just sticking that sword out, going right in the center, in between a random stranger's edgebreaker. Not looking good for Riptide right now. Snesy's really just taking this away. Again, starting off with the edgebreaker. And again, getting a lot from it. It's about half random stranger's health gone. Yeah, Snesy looking really good on the Tyrant. I have not seen her play before. But this is very good. And 2 hits and stranger's broken. Snesy with about a full health bar. Okay, random stranger uses edgebreaker. Actually gets a good amount of value from it, but they need more. They need a lot more. And that is not it. Sword goes down. They're forced to second wind. Snazzy making this look like light work. And goes in right through the center again. Cleanly taking down her first opponent. Yeah. Random stranger not looking great there. It's not a good start for Riptide, and they really kind of need all of that advantage they can get. But yeah, 3-0 start. Peacekeepers is really showing that they are the strongest guild still. They're still the champions. Riptide's a bit newer, a bit less experienced overall. They're gonna have a rough time with this. All right. Okay. This is a smart son. Riptide is sending in Nerublium, who is a knight player on East Coast. So this is probably Tyrant's best counter. And an East Coast host. This is a really smart play from him. Just waiting for Snesy to join here. EU host, yes. EU host. My bad. Let's see, this will be a challenge for Snesy. Let's see if she can take this down. Alright, perfect. Just in time. That one a bit longer, I would have started taking lives, but no, not quite. We're being quick enough on it. Alright. Have our knight player on the right here. Both players seem to be recalibrating. What's up? Alright. Seeing legendary out for both players. It's about expected. Especially in the Tyrant matchup, you kind of need as much range as you can get. Nerublium. Oh, going in with the cut early. Yeah, just popping that ward and making himself feel like safe enough to get up close and personal with Snesy. That's really what he needs. Oh, and he taps the ward. Yeah, Snesy's trying to go in here, but it's not working. He's ready for it. And that EU host does not make things easier. Snesy does completely break the shield. Just one hit on that. Doesn't use the edgebreaker up. And that's a solid trade. Getting double the damage. He's going to need to keep hitting those. Or Nerublium's going to run away with us. They trade edgebreakers. That's not what Snesy wants. That trade is not good. Nerublium's happy to just hold here. Use that extra health. Go in for cuts just like that. Just charging forward, going up and above. Breaking Snesy. Snesy is using second wind here. Doesn't want to take the risk of a body shot. Does break Nerublium. That's a very good hit. So both players are about even now. Nero does still have that short sword. Oh, loses his whole blade in that trade though. Snessy's taking a bit of a lead. Again, that short sword though. Yeah, it does a lot. Doesn't quite take Snesy down to crit parry. This actually could be scary for her. If she taps Nerublium, he's gonna have a massive length advantage. Goes forward. Does hit the crit parry. Right. And she's still not a crit parry herself. Yeah, this is real dangerous for her. She's just going to want to get those trades. And she does, actually. Just flailing the sword around. Takes away half his blade and survives to another trade. It's looking real good for her, yeah. Yeah, and she gets the sword back. Nerblium, just a nub. Literally no other util left. And Snezzy goes forward and gets the kill. A good start. Very good start for Peacekeepers here. Nerblium's going to have to keep that consistent cut, not drop Awaken too much. Ooh, okay, very good. Snezzy taps Nerblium's ward with the Edgebreaker. That's a very important piece of util off the Tyrant. Nerblium taking a lot of damage in that trade, though. Kind of evens things out. And again, taking a health shot. Snezzy seems to be learning his playstyle very quickly. Let's see. Yeah, and again, Snezzy is taking barely any damage with these trades. She's figuring them out. Nerblium has to get in a bit more, get that extra cut. That's much better. Doesn't quite break Snezzy, though. That one extra chance, that one bit of great blade regrowth is going to make a big difference. Nerblium does go in, takes his whole sword, though. He's going to be forced to use second wind here. Oh, he actually has already. He's going to be forced to crit parry. Oh, ho, ho. Nerblium goes for the short sword, but can't quite grab it. Just puts the sword away and impales himself on Snezzy's blade instead. Oh, you can't be making those mistakes in a situation like that. Oh, Snezzy going above, looking for those body taps. It's getting scary for Nerblium. Snezzy goes low, trades out the Edgebreaker. The U-host doesn't exist. Maybe not, maybe not. Yeah, a lot of damage to Nerblium there. He's just not able to get the cut he was previously. Snezzy's really learning this match really fast. And again, a almost perfect trade, only taking 2 damage, dealing 60. Oh, this is looking real bad for him. Yeah, he can't get anything here. Snezzy just backs away and trades that out. Naru, he's got to find an opening somewhere. He tries and he fails. Blade's broken, forces second winds. Can he get anything here? He does still have that short sword. He can get a lot of cut from that. That was a good trade, 100 cut. But he does lose his sword for it. He's still pretty far behind. If he can maybe force out the second wind with the dagger, with the short sword, he might have something. But no, he just trades for the crit parry. Snezzy's still not broken. Does get a lot there. Okay, Nerblium needed that. Snezzy forced to use second wind here. Does still have a full blade though. And Nerblium, no util left. And loses the blaze. Snezzy only taking 11. He has that short sword, but can't do much. Especially, yep, Snezzy's warded. She's just gonna wait. Nerblium's forced to break his blade. And yeah, the 3-0 comes out. Snezzy, going 6-0 already. This is looking good for her. Yeah, especially in such an unfavorable matchup on such a bad host. I'm impressed by that. That was really well done. Counterpick 2, yes. Snezzy had everything against her and still managed to pull that through. A sweep? Maybe. That's only 2 members. Still has to get through 6 more. That's not going to be easy. Waiting on our next code here. Should just be a minute. Yeah, Peacekeepers sending a strong message right at the start. Just showing that they are dominant. They are here to win. They're not going to go easy. All right, and we have our code. And it's another, I believe this is another European host. This time on Pirate, though. This is Dijar. Yeah, Dijar coming in with a pirate. Let's see, it's not a bad matchup. You can see that 503 elo with 530 wins. More elo than wins right there is not a sight you see often. And I think it goes to show just how bad this ping is going to be. It's going to be quite the match. But Snezzy has dealt with a very laggy game once. Yeah, 503 elo. I'm pretty sure this guy has ping that is so bad that he can pretty much barely find a an actual non-laggy match. Alright, Snezzy is in the game. She's dealt with that host diff once before. Yeah, he's from Russia. It's difficult. Let's see if they can do it again. Do need them to pick their class, and there we go. Now we're into it. DGR playing Legendary here. I'm not sure if that's the best play. Okay, instantly trades out that Edgebreaker with the axe. It's well done, well done. Oh, Snezzy does get the dagger for free. Yeah. Legendary Pirate here. I'm not sure if that's the best play. That extra awakening could make a difference, but the lower length kind of hurts the cut a lot. And you need cut against this pirate or against this tyrant matchup. Ooh, Snezzy dropping a bit of awakening. DGR getting a bit of a lead here. That's good for him. And again, actually very good cuts coming out. Keeping that awaken up. For 500 elo, this guy is looking very good. Yeah, just staying confident. Taps that fucking ward, too. He's getting everything here. Snezzy is still refusing to use second wind. No, she does. What was that second wind? Didn't even look like she was doing it. Okay, Snezzy trades out one of the secondaries. DJR still has one more. And the Edgebreaker. And he has a lot to work with in general. Does drop awakening. And sword's down. Oh, he charges in again. Does 50, but loses his blade a second time. Does still have that Kriegsmesser. Trades it. Both players on crit parry now. DGR does have that Edgebreaker, though. That's a big difference. Does have to survive this crit parry trade. Oh, he tries to go over, but no. That Tyrant nub is so large, it's hard to get past it. He should have just traded the crit parries. He's looking good, though. It looks like he has a chance to beat Snezzy here. Stop a bit of the momentum. Yes, goes under. Takes a lot of awakening, but equal amount of health dealt to the Tyrant. Pirate can afford to take those kind of even bad trades just because you have that much extra awakening. Oh, Snezzy taps the dagger with the Edgebreaker. DJR going in again. Not worrying about awakening much, just trading out the cut. This is a good play from him. Oh, but he doesn't get much there. Only one cut damage. And his blade's broken. Yeah, he needs to be getting that max cut. Does use Edgebreaker this time. Takes 30 from it. Snezzy taking nothing. The lead is extended. It looked bad for Snezzy at first, but she's learning. She's figuring this out. Takes 45, breaks. Not using second wind, though. DGR bringing out the secondaries. Snezzy wards up. Snezzy baiting out the crit parry from DGR. Trying to get rid of those secondaries with the ward. Cast Call makes him lose half awaken. Yes, it does. But that doesn't actually matter as long as he's getting the cut. He can take that awaken loss. Snezzy trading out one of the secondaries just with the ward. DGR does still have a much longer blade to work with. He could get a body tap here. He has to get a body tap here, really. And he does! Snezzy's roll is finally slowed somewhat. There we go. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you're holding Awaken with Pirate as much, especially against a Tyrant, just because you can get that much cut, and then you can even things out with secondaries when you need to. Oh, TCR goes in, drops all Awaken. Does at least get a little cut on Snezzy, but it's not looking great for him. Goes in with the Edgebreaker. Actually drops it. Pretty much no damage being dealt there. Does he realize that he didn't actually use the Edgebreaker, though? I don't know. His blade's broken. probably going to go for Edgebreaker again. Yes, he does. I think he does know how to awaken. He's just choosing to drop it to get extra cut. Oh, Snezzy goes in. Gets another hit. DJR has stopped the 9-0 so far, but has not stopped Snezzy's reign of dominance. He's got to take 2 more lives off. A very good cut there. Doing 100 damage. Yes, very much an overextension. Snezzy going for the Edgebreaker. Drops it. DJR gets a really nice cut there. Pretty much full health. Snezzy's blade broken. Oh! But DJR not expecting that second wind. Toklo, he has 505 because he is always lacking. Always. Snezzy looking really nice there. That funky second wind move is tricking people up. Yeah, the tech. That was some fucking weird, weird Tyrant tech. I've not seen that before. It definitely worked. And played when Elo glitch was around. Yep, that would do it. That would do it. Alright, Riptide's already losing 2 members. It's looking a little scary for him. Who do they have next? Or already losing 3, not 2. Snezzy looking really strong. Yeah, the tech is going to be studied. Yeah. Peacekeepers, I guess they decided it was best to just throw it out now instead of keeping it a secret, keeping it unexpected for Battlegrounds and for future tournaments, but no, you cannot orphan. Alright, getting a code. I think we are finally out of the European hosts, back to a US East. Yes, the Peacekeepers logo is definitely a little off center there. Yeah, that helmet is not quite right. I hope that nobody can ever unsee that now. It is there. I think you have every right to poke fun at Peacekeepers for it. I think they should fix their logo. Yeah. So if you look at the borders of the shields, the helmet is closer to the edge on the right side than the left side. Toklo, I think he got a few lucky matches where he was just barely under the ping. Better than the AI generated? Yeah, I think this one was just photoshopped together. Alright. Waiting for a code. We have a US East player this time. So less host advantage. Less BG. It was about a month and a half ago. Yeah, this cycle's been slightly shorter. That's just how it's worked out. Concept of time is broken. Yes, time is not real. We do not have it. I think just best to embrace the chaos and ignore it altogether. All right, we have our code. Or not, it's invalid. Take lives. I'm not quite yet. They did send a code just in time, though it is invalid, but that can happen. Okay, they did mistype that. And I think Riptide is behind enough that I want to give them the chances they can get. They can take a little longer if they need it. No sense beating someone when they're down. All right. We have another pirate coming out from Riptide, so this will be both their pirate usage. And I believe this is their guild leader coming on. Yeah, delay the game. So in the rules it says that guilds have a minute to send the code. I am giving a little more leeway to these guys. Yeah, they'll start losing lives. Giving a little more leeway to Riptide. Their guild leader, Kirby Man, coming out here. Another pirate. Pirates on a horrible matchup against Tyrant, so maybe they'll do something here. We'll see. We'll see. Snazzy just not being prepared, losing a life. It's a little dirty for Kirby, but also they kind of do need that. So I would accept it. It's either that or they're going to play it like just the regular taking of life so that Snazzy dies at the right time. I'm not sure. He was giving the life? He might have been. He might have been. Or she might have been. Okay. I wasn't sure. It didn't look entirely intentional. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Thank you, folks. Thank you, folks. It happens, it happens. Alright. Trade's going fairly even here. Kirby, on his last legs, is going to have to get a little cut here. Break both players? Yes, he does. He is forced to use second winds. Snazzy is not. Okay, Kirby taps the ward. Doesn't have any awaken, though. Gonna need to do that a couple more times, or get one with awaken. Oh, loses the entire blade. He does still have some secondaries, but this is dangerous for him. He's not warding up. He trades out the dagger, actually gets a lot of damage on that. It's more even now. It's workable for him. He doesn't have that ward, so it's a little dangerous. Okay, both players even. Both a crit parry, both have an edge breaker. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Snazzy charged forward last time and does it again. Kirby, not keeping that blade out in front of him. You gotta do that. You gotta keep that distance from the Tyrant. Tyrants can and will go in with that nub. They have that range advantage. They can get kills with it. You gotta be careful. Snazzy going for the edge breaker here. And just taps Kirby Man. Again, he's not ready. He isn't keeping that center defended. And Snazzy's just exploiting it, moving forward. Taking Kirby Man down will be the first half of their guild dead. Just a one player. It's not great for him. Really not. Let's see. Kirby Man does get a good start off. Blocks out that edge breaker with the axe. It's looking solid here. Has already used two of the secondaries though. Ooh, that edge breaker is not what he wants. Only gets 1 damage. Snazzy dealing 28. Oh no! Kirby Man messing up the ward, taking the hit. You can't be leaving yourself open like that. You can't, especially against a Tyrant with that range. Snazzy's shown that she's willing to go for that two-hand and get those kills. So you gotta be careful. That does put Peacekeepers up to 4. So they're looking real good. Yeah, no, Riptide needs to start getting some momentum here. They need to take Snazzy down, or this is just gonna be a clean sweep. Yeah, they're gonna need to bring in maybe another knight, a barb, a tyrant, just one of the counters, just to take her down. Be careful. Are we playing after? Orphan, do you have all of 8 of your members? Because I won't be playing y'all if there aren't 8 of you. Yeah. Kingsman did drop out. They didn't have enough players available. So Danny and Faulted proposed sending Valhalla in to fight. Yeah, no. To fight Green Acres. It doesn't seem like they have quite enough members ready for it. If they have some, I would rather just wait for next week and have the full 8. Just get that full fight, especially for a semifinal match. I want to have that full setup. Yeah, I think better just to wait in that case, especially if both of y'all are down members. All right, we should have our next code in just a second. We don't have. Oh, okay, well, still, it is 4-0 to Peacekeepers right now. Giratina. Goofy can't play next week. Okay, well, it's all right. Well, we'll deal with that. We'll see how we're at after this fight, and if not, we'll see how we are next week. You have not shown up late. Well, kind of. We only have the one match today, so or potentially only the one match. So I think this is going to go quickly, especially if Snezzy just pulls a sweep here. It will be kind of funny if my VOD is entirely just her. That's some good content. But I would like to see Riptide put up a little bit of a defense here. All right, we have our code. Be joining in just a moment. All right. Yep, we have Lean Machine Green. Quite the name. Not sure if that's going to entirely fit on my overlay. I might need to cut it down a bit. We'll see. All right, we're waiting for Snezzy to join here. Give her another minute. And we'll start taking lives. Yes. Let's get a move on here. Go to in-game. Oh, that name just barely fits on the overlay, and Snezzy is here. I was about to start taking lives. Just in time. We have the Barb coming out. This is good. This is a smart pick. Barb can definitely take down a Tyrant if needed. I'm not sure if it's the most favorable matchup, but it's a lot better than many short sword classes have it. Because the Barb can actually threaten those body taps. Snezzy is letting the life be taken. Yes, okay. Let's see how this goes. Yeah. Lane Machine Green's just gonna be looking for those, oh, it's dropping some Awaken. It's just gonna be looking for that cut. They can honestly take some pretty bad trades just because the sheer health difference. Oh, but Snezzy's doing those tip trades quite nicely. Getting a good amount of damage off. Yeah, Lean is gonna have to use her play space a little more. Go in. Oh, goes too fast. Doesn't seem well practiced on Barb. Goes too fast with the Edgebreaker. Oh, and loses again to Snezzy the Edgebreaker. It takes too long on that second wind. Down to just the crit parry. They do have an Edgebreaker left if they can get it. I don't think Snezzy wants him to get it, though. No. She does actually let it go through. Isn't going for those body taps. And Lean does get a good Edgebreaker hit there. Breaks Snezzy. She does still have that crit parry, though. So it's dangerous. Yeah, and Lean drops Awaken again. House Advantage is a lie. I don't know. I think Snezzy just looking good. So yeah, Snezzy just charging forwards, getting rid of that sword. Not much Lean can do in that situation. Not much at all. Yeah, Snezzy starting off 1 life. Both players are even now. Yeah, Lean's gonna have to maintain that Awakening a little better and just get a bit more cut if she wants to do well here, or if they want to do well here. They trade Edgebreakers. This is probably a good play. So, Lean did get a lot of value out of the Edgebreaker last time. Goes down and around. Does drop Awaken, though. A lot of cut. Somewhat makes up for it, but you can't be taking that much. Snezzy has 2 lives. So he never lost one. Let's see. Lean down to the Edgebreaker. Actually does get a tap on Snezzy. Very nicely done. Just under the sword. Right into the chest. Very nicely spaced there. Hate Tyrant. We all hate Tyrant Orphan. Except for Tyrant players. Yes. Oh god, not a good start. Lean Machine drops all Awakening. Snezzy doing a ton there. And again, Lean is one-handing and getting that negative Awaken. Snezzy did 230 Awakening damage there. Both players. Oh, this is not looking good for Lean. Lean is down to just a crit parry. Can't even get much from it. Does have the Edgebreaker. Would have to stall a lot of time. If anything, you want to trade out that ward and just like work down those ticks and aim for another body shot. But no. Takes a massive Awaken hit. Lean does still have that Edgebreaker and the wards. It hits it, but breaks the blade. No, actually does drop the Edgebreaker there. Snezzy up to 2. Lean on their last life. Can they take Snezzy down here? They just need one more of those nice body taps. They've proved they can do it. They just have to repeat it. It's possible. Stop that kind of reign of dominance. Shut Snezzy down. A good even trade there. Drops a lot of awakening, but makes up for it with cut. Lean can take those low awaken hits. And again, very good hit there. A lot of cut. That's what they need. That's exactly what they need. Snezzy. Playing a little slower now. Trades out the Edgebreaker very nicely. Isn't quite broken to the last sliver of health left. You can't even see it on the bar. Is going for their own awakening, or own Edgebreaker now. Does a bit to it. Lean still has that health lead though. It's looking good for him. Goes in, drops a bit of awakening. They're changing speeds too fast. Both players do break at the same time. Lean, okay, uses ward here. Okay, interesting choice. Snezzy just swinging the sword around, wiggling around, trying to get that last extra bit of cut. Lean has a little more sword. Gets a good amount with it, 35 damage. They're holding that lead up. Oh, does not quite drop it there, actually. Holding a bit of awaken. It's closer now, though. Snezzy has one last hit before crit parry. Oh, actually takes nothing from that. That's quite good for Lean. They can get the full sword, and they can aim for a body tap. Oh, but Snezzy charges in. Goes low and hits with the nub. Lean just wasn't ready for that movement. Oh, it was so close. But Riptide takes another loss. Snezzy keeps going with the one life. Extends Peacekeepers' lead to 5-0. She is crazy, love. Very much is. They're going to have to do some work to stop the sweep. It's getting possible now. It's looking possible. All right, good. We're getting put into this quickly now. We have a Tyrant player. This is good. A Tyrant mirror might be what they need. Especially on their own hosts. This could do some work. They're going to have to keep up that awaken, though. Seems to have been a struggle for a lot of these members of Riptide. Just those awaken drops when they really don't need it. We do already have a code. We're going nice and quick. This is appreciated. It is winnable. Yep, you just need that one life. Just one hit. It's absolutely possible to stop this. But of course, Peacekeepers has their entire rest of their force kind of lined up behind Snezzy. Snezzy's one of their newer players. I think one of their 2 SP3s. So it gets a little scary once they start sending in the real heavy hitters. All right, we're into the game. Crunkly coming in again on the Tyrant. Let's see. Snezzy should give up the lives here. Yes. Oh, Crunkly does not realize. Alright, they got it. Just gotta get those hits. Tyrant somehow keeping full awaken with the sword straight in front of them. I'm not sure how they aren't getting hit by wind up there. But they keep a little. That's strange. Yep, Snezzy losing there too. They're doing a little dance, it seems like. Huge hit on the sword, yeah. Alright. The lives are correct. Now we get into the game. Crunkly's going to need to keep that sword out. Snezzy's not playing around anymore. Takes a big awakening hit. Gets a little cut, but not enough. Seems like Riptide members are rallying behind her in the chat. But no, Snezzy goes above with the Edgebreaker. Gets the first tap. Crunkly not ready for that. Not ready for that at all. Seems like Snezzy's going to go for it again, and she gets it again. Right to the chest this time. Crunkly is just not ready for these flicks. Hasn't fought a Tyrant with this speed before. Okay. Small trade. All that hype for a 0.2 second kill. Yeah. Okay. Crunkly's taking a little bit of a lead here. It's a good start. This is much better. Staying alive. Both players are warded up early. It's probably a good move. Health is staying pretty even. These trades are just going about even. Ooh, big cut coming from Cronkley. This is looking better. Remember, they just need that one kill. That's it. Just the one. Oh, it does get broken, and it's going to be forced to use second wind. Has Edgebreaker, though? Cronkley's lacking out a little bit here. Oh, and again, Snezzy outranging with that Edgebreaker. Goes up to 6, making it look easy. Making it look so easy. Riptide running out of options. Only 2 lives left. 2 people that they can send in. What do they have? And is Snezzy just going to completely sweep? Yeah, it's looking very possible now. Only 2 more members. Only the 1 life, though. Could just get randomly body tapped. Especially if they send out another Tyrant or another Barbarian. I think a Barbarian's probably the scariest thing for Snezzy at the moment. Riptide merch. Okay, this is they are sending in another European. They're sending in another European Knight. This could be good for Riptide. Let's see. Since he was able to take out Neuroblium pretty easily, but well, this one might not go as well. We'll find out. Have our code. Oh, this seemed like an interesting choice of class for this guy. He does not seem very experienced with knights, to say the least. Spoopy coming in with the 1-win level 2 knight. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do much with it, but we'll see. Knight is one of Tyrant's strongest counters. It is that East Coast host, or sorry, that Europe host versus an East Coast player. Who knows? Maybe he can do something. Maybe. He's doing the Gangnam Style right now. Okay, since he's giving up the lives. And again, he only does need to get the 1 life. Just 1 little kill. And just get lucky. Snezzy outranging a little bit. Stepping back. Alright. Let's see. Real fight begins now. Let's see if Ocean Man can do anything here. He's going to have to hold that Awakening and just get a ton of cut. I don't know what he's doing right now. Starting with the Edgebreaker. A good hit. Takes a bit of Awakening, but gets about a third of Snezzy's life down. It's interesting sweeps, kind of looping above the head. Almost like I've seen some Vikings do. It doesn't seem to be serving him all that well for Awakening. Interesting. Left-handing the sword. Going with a dagger. Snezzy goes for a Edgebreaker, but doesn't trade it out. Or it gets hit. It hits a dagger. I'm not sure what his game plan is here. It takes a lot of cut. Snezzy's still very high up on health. Ocean Man, does he know his moves? He knows his moves, just barely. Just barely gets it. Oh, he can't be doing those. He has to get in a little more. Down a crit parry. Snezzy, yeah. Looking pretty confident here. Goes forward. Hits the crit parry. Takes a bit of damage, but health bar ain't shattered yet. Ocean Man tries to use Edgebreaker. Doesn't realize that he has already used it. Does get a good hit. Breaks Snezzy. But he's running out of blade right now. And Snezzy's warded up. He can't just get a body shot. Yeah. He goes forward and he gets stabbed for it. That's pretty emoting. I don't know. He's just having fun. It's GG's for PK as this guy sweeps him. It's possible. You never know. You really never know. He might figure it out. He's down 1 life. Yeah, Spoopy. His Discord name, at least. Ocean Man in game. Does go above. Gets a lot of cut damage there. That's good. That's good. That is a good look. He's actually holding this Edgebreaker and doing quite a bit with it. It's not bad. It's not bad. He's extending that health lead. Surviving. Snezzy's already used that Edgebreaker. Hasn't gotten much value from it. Oh, but does go in and loses a lot of the sword. He has to get more cut there. He can't be taking those. Both players about even now. And again, that tip trade. You can't be tip trading against a Tyrant. Never works. Swoopy, he's got some fancy moves on the sword. Doesn't seem to be saving him, though. No, not at all. Another tip trade. Another bit of his health gone. Sword's getting short. He brings out the shields, which is smart. It's not getting much on Snezzy, though, and he's losing the sword. Down to that second wins. Oh, he tries to trade with his shield, but Snezzy goes above. Right into the head. Yeah, this isn't looking good for Riptide. It's one of the last members. Ocean Man's reminding himself of the second win there. Oh, a big hit on Snezzy with the dagger. That's exactly what he needs. Just one more like that. He is going for a threat with the Edgebreaker. Snezzy. Oh! Ocean Man or Spoopy misses. And then Snezzy pulls the weapon back out. And hits behind the body. They did hug, yes. Ocean Man warding up here. Smart. Not gonna die. Oh, does lose his sword, though. Takes 190 damage. Alright, both players are pretty even now. Snezzy does have that Edgebreaker, though. Of course, Ocean Man can block it with the shield. A bit of cut damage, but a lot of awaken. He's gonna be down to that crit parry. Oh, he lost his sword. Snezzy gets a tap on the shield. Ocean Man's ward's broken. He has already used the crit parry. Doesn't quite realize. Snezzy goes low. Doesn't have awaken, though. Snezzy getting relaxed? Yeah, maybe. And goes above and ends it. Another life down for Riptide. Ocean Man did his best. He's hitting the gritty on him. I won't save him, though. Alright. Riptide has one last chance to do anything here. Can they? I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Well, let's find out. Snezzy looking really good here. He's taking these Riptide members down. That was the last one? Riptide's out of fighters. They only have 7 available. That is very unfortunate. Snezzy with a mad last sweep. Yep, she did just go for it. Alright, they're out of fighters then. Alright. Step outside 6v6. I would rather just run it next week and have that at least 7v7. Yeah, no, I think better just to wait for that next week. We can get both the semifinal map. They can't next week. It's either 6v6 or 4 versus 7. Oh, okay. All right. Well then, I guess we're gonna do Valhalla Valhalla versus Green Acres now. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break, just set things up, and then we'll get back with this, okay? See you in a bit, folks. Yeah, just to confirm, well, we're gonna start these matches at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. 10 minutes. All right. Gonna get into this. Believe I need to configure our screens a little bit first. Yeah, that's not right. Riptide's not playing. Let's get this fixed real quickly. Of course I don't have Green Acres. I was not expecting this fight to happen, so not entirely set up for it. We'll make it work. There we are. That was the trick. We're getting our players together right now, and then we will be going in just a minute. All right, seems like we're starting out with some heavier hitters. We've got Jester Lord versus Skinny PP. Both US East players. Both some of the strongest we have in this game. Just waiting for him to join here. Shouldn't be much longer. We'll find out. Valhalla's definitely going to try. Oh, God, that's a mess. Alright, Riptide. No. Peacekeepers, no. Alright, players are joining. Where is my Green Acre? There we are. All set up. Yep, Skinny's coming out on the Tyrant, about as expected. Jester. I would assume Duelist, but it's hard to say. Oh no, Jester's going out on the Barb. Interesting. Both players are in. This is going to be a 7v7, just because that is the amount of players that each of these guilds has available. Let's see. All right. Turn around here. Let's see. Skinny is, of course, very much known for his Tyrant gameplay. Jester Lord is a much more versatile player. I see him on a lot of stuff, but I expected the Duelist. Barbarian is a very good choice here, though. A very good matchup for the Tyrant. Let's see what he can do. Oh, starting off strong, Jester. Getting a lot of cut. Fair amount of Awaken. Yeah, just keeping those trades going through. Sweet playing spell. Skinny. Oh no, Jester drops Awaken. Skinny's two-handing here, getting that extra range. It's hard to say how good of a decision that is, but it is the one he's making. Alright, they trade Edgebreakers. That's not what Jester Lord wants, but he's not really given an option. He tries to go high again, loses most of his blade. Seems like Skinny's expecting that, and he's ready for it. Not quite broken yet, too. Jester back with a full sword. No util left, though. Just the blade. He gets a good cut, but takes a lot of Awaken. Dangerous for him. He's just got a little left. He'd have to get a real good cut here, and then somehow get a body tap. I don't see it happening. No, he tries, but does not get anything. Only the cuts. Skinny is taking the first round. It's a good start for Valhalla. Real good start. And he forgets that you can't have negative awaken when you kill. Alright. Let's see if Jester has a response here. This is on Skinny's host. He has a little bit of an advantage there. But they're both East Coast players. It shouldn't make too much of a difference. Jester Lord playing back. Ooh, a lot of cut damage taken there. Does deal a bit back to Skinny, but not even. Skinny's taking that lead, going for an Edgebreaker. And he gets a body tap with it. Jester not ready for this. Maybe shouldn't have played the Barbarian. Yeah, Skinny looking good here. Jester, he's now warding up early. Trying to stop that body tap from coming through. Goes for the Edgebreaker, goes above, gets a hit on Skinny. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Jester can fight back still. Let's see. Skinny should be more prepared for it this time. Jester not warding. Oh, goes forward and taps Skinny. Wards up himself now. Staying safe. Goes for the Edgebreaker again. It looks like he's just fishing for those body shots now. Both players are. Back to the trades. Jester getting a really good cut. He's getting back into this. He's getting the feel of it. So he's looking a little rougher now. Goes for the Edgebreaker. Does get a lot from it. Jester does have his own, though. Does he use it? No, it looks like he's just going to trade out. He's taking his time, letting that blade regenerate. Pretty even trade goes through. Jester taking the Awaken. Skinny taking the cut. Jester going for an Edgebreaker here. Drops his Edgebreaker. Gets a lot of cut, but Skinny's not quite broken. Yeah, Jester's going to have to clear stuff off with his Edgebreaker. He does break Skinny, but just barely. Doesn't have to use Second Wind yet. Jester's going to have to get another good cut here. Oh, and he doesn't. Taking a lot of damage. She's down to his crit parry. Skinny's still not using that Second Wind. Jester doesn't get anything from that. He needs to be getting more cut here. And he doesn't. He loses the blade. Skinny takes the first match. Jester only able to get one off of him. Yeah, Skinny looking like he's in good form right now. He's in very good form. Just casually taking down Jester, one of the best players. It's a real good start for Valhalla. Let's see what Green Acres has to answer back. Valhalla looking good already. Green Acres does have a lot more really strong members, though, so we'll see how it goes. Jester washed. I think he's just not incredible on the barb. I'm not sure if it was the best choice to take that. But also, they had no idea that Skinny was coming in with the Tyrant. Alright. Do have Green Acres' next player coming in. They've got Meso. This is smart. This is smart. Sending in the European. They're going to try and even things out here. Take Skinny down. Hopefully not lose a life. Okay. Mesa is coming in with the Viking. A smart play. Very smart play. Tyrant counters Barb. I think Tyrant is good against Barb. I don't think it's quite good enough to be a counter. Slight edge. Yes, that's more accurate. That's much more accurate. All right, both players in. Should load in just a second. If you hear me through deafen. Well, that's too bad. Deafen yourself. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. All right. See what Mesa can do here. He's playing, looks like main Viking. Smartest play. Skinny. Of course, he's stuck with that legendary tyrant. That shorter range might actually make this a bit more dangerous for him. Meso's going to be able to get in that much further, get that much more cut. It's a very winnable matchup, especially considering the region difference. Yes, Meso is a left-hand player. I'm not sure how that's going to affect things, but it will somehow. It's starting off with a very good cut. That was definitely influenced by the lag. But half of Skinny's health already gone. Yeah, Meso's left-handed. Meso looking a little nervous here. Flailing about a little with those axes. Kind of dropping some of that awaken. Okay, he's threatening an edgebreaker of his own. He doesn't go for it, though. I'm not sure what Skinny's doing here. He's just holding that edgebreaker, trying to scare Meso a bit. Oh, he charges in, hits the ward. Both players, no more ward. Oh, big cut on Meso, but he does answer back with a fair amount of cut on his own. Meso play smart. Yeah, he does really have to play smart here. He has to get as much cut as possible. Take his little himself, and he leaves himself too open. He gets tapped. He's got to keep that shield up more towards his chest. You weren't ready for that. Okay. Good cut from Meso. He drops some awaken, but he deals a lot. It's about even. Oh. He charges forward. He takes a lot from it, though. Skinny seems like he's just playing with him. He knows exactly how Meso's going to act. He's able to exploit it really well. Oh, big cut from Meso, but loses his blade in the process. He's taking so much awaken. He's going to need to use second wind here. He goes for axes. Doesn't get anything. He's a little close. Oh, he doesn't quite get the second wind off in time. That was much better. Uses that edgebreaker. Cuts Skinny down. Forces out the second wind. This is more even now. Should be on legendary. I do. Yes, he maybe should. Oh, no. I think both players. Yeah, both players taking a ton of awaken damage there. They're both going to be down to crit parry here. Meso does have that axe. He's ready to use it. He doesn't. Skinny going in with the nub. Getting that hit. Meso's not looking too great here. Not looking too great. What can he do here? He has to get 2 off Skinny still. Skinny just needs the 1. Meso. Warding up. Good. Takes a lot of awakening. He's just not holding that awaken well enough. It's really just not. Skinny. Coming in with the half sorting. Meso just doesn't get the cut. Takes a lot. Swords down to crit parry. He's gonna have to second wind. Oh, tries to get a cut with the axe and doesn't get anything. Now going in for the edgebreaker. Still not much. Taking 30 awakening on it. Yeah, Meso's just really lacking that awaken. Have to pull off a bit of a miracle. And he doesn't. He tries to block with a shield, but Skinny is faster. He goes over top. 2 points to Valhalla, and this is looking scary. What can Green Acres do here? Can they answer back? Who are they going to send out? Suppose we'll see in just a moment. Skinny's looking very good here. That matchup is not the easiest, and he handled it just as if it was nothing. Especially on a European host. Thought Meso would for sure have that. But no. Skinny takes it comfortably. See our next player here. Should have it in just a second. Green Acres shall end the tyranny. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, it seems like they're going for Dopey. Dopey could do something here. Not sure what class he's gonna go for though. I feel like if he picks that Persian, it's gonna be a little scary. He might do pirate though. He also plays some pirate and some other classes. Knight as well could be an option. If I can let them come to you, yeah, absolutely. You gotta be way more patient. All right, both players are in. Dopey is going for the pirate here. I think that could work out quite well. It's gonna need 1,250 wins on that tyrant. Okay. Dopey going for main pirate, getting that extra length. Is a bit slower, but I think that is worth the trade-off. He needs that extra cut. Needs all the cut he can get. Oh, Dopey charging forward early, getting that tap on the ward. Yeah, that extra range is really coming in handy here. And he breaks Skinny with one hit. This is looking much better. Not as good of a hit for Dopey there. Yeah, he's ready. He's ready to punish those mistakes that Skinny makes. Yeah, he goes forward. He hits the blade. And fully broken again. Skinny down to just the crit parry. He's running out of options here. Dopey's got every secondary at his disposal. Yeah, he's just trading this out. Takes out the Creatus Master. Just getting that extra range. Getting ready to block a Edgebreaker tap. And he just taps him. Dopey just going forward, controlling the pace of this match. Skinny doesn't get a second to think, a second to act. Dopey just has it on lock. This is what Green Acres needed here. It's exactly what they needed. And going forward again and breaking Skinny again, he's just not ready for the speed. He's not holding that awaken. Dopey staying close still. Oh, does get cut up there. The aggression finally bites him. Finally biting him. Skinny going for the two-handed, getting that extra range. Both players break. Skinny gets a very good cut, but drops Awaken doing it. Take lives. Lives are correct. Oh, Skinny charging forward. Gets blocked by the mouth dagger. Both players trade Edgebreaker. That is probably good for Dopey. He has all the secondaries to work with still, and a crit parry. Lives are right. Both players are down. Oh no, they're not. Skinny is down to 1 life. My bad, my bad. Thank you, folks. Oh, Dopey going forward, taking Skinny out. That rapier just doing work. Dopey's 3. All right, there we go. Yeah, Dopey. That's very good. That's exactly what Green Acres needed. That'll even stuff up a bit. 2-1. Skinny is dead, yes. Let's see. Dopey's finishing it off. Beheading Skinny. The Tyrant's been taken down. Yeah. And Green Acres pulls himself back into it. Just one more. They'll be nice and even. It's very doable for him. See who Valhalla responds with. Valhalla is sending out Tutor Booter. Okay, another pirate. So we're gonna have a pirate mirror here. Yeah, this could go, very much could go either way. To the game. Both players even. This is Tutor's host this time. Tutor on legendary. Dopey's still on main. Dopey's gonna look for those body taps, and this early. He has that advantage. Start out with an even trade. Dopey leading a bit with Awaken. Main does not have that true edge. You can use the Cat's Claw. You can get a lot more out of it. It's just that little bit slower. Yeah. Tutor's gonna need to use all the speed he can get to his advantage. Oh, Dopey takes down the axe. Useful tool out of Tutor's pocket. Oh, Tutor drops all Awaken. Massive hit there. Dopey wards off. He doesn't want to lose this advantage while he has it. Takes down the Kriegsmesser. Tutor's running out of secondaries now. Only 2 left. Dopey's taking it much slower here. He breaks Tutor. He's controlling the pace in a very different way here. Tutor doesn't have the ability to move as much, it seems like. Dopey's are taking it slow, taking his time with it. Dopey does get broken here. Forces you a second win. Both players are pretty even. Dopey goes for a very nasty edgebreaker flick. Oh my god. Tutor down a life. Green Acres gets ever closer to evening this out. It's 2 lives away. It was very nicely done by Dopey. Charges forward, gets a nice bit of cut there. Yeah, Dopey's looking real good here. Yeah, he's just taking those small trades. Bringing the lead closer and closer in his favor. Tutor drops Awaken. Dopey charges forward, tries to exploit it. The axe, though. Blocks. Actually deals a bit of damage to Dopey. In a situation like that. Oh, Dopey drops Awaken. It's not good for him. He's forced a second wind. Does go for the Edgebreaker. He's going to look for another flick here, I would imagine. He tries. He just takes down the secondary, though. Not what he needs. Tutor going for one of his own. Oh, he fails the Edgebreaker. Hits Dopey on the top of the head, but no Awakening. Actually, with negative Awakening there, considering that Dopey's broken. It'd have to be negative. Dopey's bringing out the dagger. What's he going to do with it? He's just going to throw him with it? No, he goes in with it. Daggers get traded. This isn't great for Dopey, but Tutor's ward is gone now. He can get those taps. He still has a full sword. And a much longer one at that. Oh, a very good hit. That evens things out. Tutor has some advantage in abilities, but Dopey is got that longer blade. He still has that still has a couple secondaries. Yeah, both players getting cut down here. Tutor's on his crit parry. Yeah, Dopey's brought back the lead here. Yeah, Tutor running out of options. Is gonna use Edgebreaker here. Dopey just charges forward, takes it. He's surviving. Down a crit parry, but he has that he has that rapier, and he's going to use it to great effect. Getting that straight stab into Tutor's face. Still not expecting that aggression. Tutor's gotta be ready for that stuff. Dopey starting off the Edgebreaker, trades the axes. He knows he can win the trade, so he's just gonna simplify as much as possible. Cut down as much utility on both sides. Goes in. Oh, actually takes a big hit. Maybe getting a little too confident. Yes, he is. He's taking a lot of damage here. Force a second win. Tutor's taking pretty much nothing. Dopey going for the Edgebreaker here. Actually just goes in with a secondary. Trades him out again. Both players down to just 2 secondaries. Dopey not using the Edgebreaker this time. Gets a very good cut. Takes 40, but does a lot more in Awakening. Yes, they are. So much material to be traded. Oh, Dopey keeping up with those really good cuts. Just holding that Awaken. Knocking Tutor down. Evening things out. He's looking good for him. And again, A small trade. That's a turn off Dopey's ward. He doesn't want that. He needs to get those big trades. A secondary trade. Dopey's getting close to crit parry now. Yes, he's at it. Takes the dagger out. Both players have the dagger out. Tutor taps the ward. Dopey. Switching to the rapier. Just get that extra defense, extra aggression available. Just get his blade back, and it's now going for the edgebreaker. They trade. It's not really what Dopey wants here. He also gets that blade just that much shorter because he's using main. He has that little bit less awakening. It's still absolutely possible for him. Oh, okay. Dopey uses the dagger. Tutor's force a second wind here. He's evening things out a little. Still not great for Dopey, though. Oh, Dopey. He hits the dagger. That's not quite what he wants. Tutor still has that full sword and the ward. Dopey's going to have to make this last couple turns. Tutor's going to want to just get rid of that dagger while he still has the ward. Oh, he does get... Oh, it's over. This round is over. Dopey just with the rapier left. Tutor with the ward. Dopey taking down to 2 lives. Tutor is taking his time with this kill. Alright, we have a game here. It's not just a sweep. Dopey's gonna have to start taking those positive trades again. Can't be just dropping like that. Well, Pirate is good in endgame. When you have 2 pirates, you gotta stay more even. Dopey with good cut there. Evens things out. We're just taking a slow game here. Playing trades. Waiting for an opportunity for a body shot. Oh, and another big hit on both sides. Both players are taking massive damage. Tutor and Awakening, Dopey and Cut. It's going very even. Oh, Tutor takes a lot of damage there. Breaks. Dopey still has a bit of health left. He's probably going to start getting aggressive here. Goes for the Edgebreaker. Oh, flicks down. Hits the axe. That's not what he wants. Oh, and Tutor does get the sword. Both players even now. Dopey up on a little material. Has that extra secondary. Oh, even Cut goes through. This really is a very close round here. Both players just exactly the same on health. Dopey takes the axe out. Or takes the dagger out. No, Tutor takes the dagger out. Okay, that's big for him. That's really big for him. And taps the ward. Okay, Dopey's in a scary spot here. Oh, Tutor. Dopey goes for the dagger with the axe, but Tutor is just ready for it. He hits him. Both players even. Dopey's going to have to bring this back. He's going to have to lock back in. It's not a free match for him. Goes for the Edgebreaker, just goes in fast. But trades with the axe again. Dopey trading secondaries. Brings a dagger out. Interesting choice. Tutor actually not going for another Edgebreaker. Dopey's gonna have to get some good trades to get back on this. He's down on material. Tries. Staying about even though. Tutor's getting just enough cut to stay competitive. Oh. Dopey, Tutor goes in with tag. What happened there? Okay. Seems like they just traded tips. Oh, Tutor drops Awakening. That's not good for him. Yeah, Dopey's got advantage now. He's up in health. He's popped ward. He wants to stay alive here. He does hit Tutor for a lot. Breaks himself, though. Tutor does have Edgebreaker. This is true. Could make a difference. We'll see. See. Has to use it right. Dopey goes in, gets rid of the rapier. It's a big advantage gone. He actually uses second winds. Okay. Ooh. Dopey using that dagger. Getting a lot off Tutor. Down to crit parry. Is he just going to trade that out, or is he going to look for a body shot here? He does just trade it. Takes a little off his sword, but he's in a good spot here. Has that Kriegsmesser. Still has the dagger, too. He's got some powerful secondaries to work with. Oh, Dopey. A masterful hit. Just waits with the dagger. Waits out that dagger. And dagger is traded. Dopey still with just those two swords. You can just keep trading this stuff. He's holding the dagger out in front of him. Let's hit the Edgebreaker. It's all but over now. He just has to avoid getting tapped with his nub, which is pretty easy for a pirate who can just keep the sword out in front of them at all times. And there it goes. There you have it. Dopey taking down Tutor, evening this up. 2 points on both sides. Dopey is down to just 1 life though, so it's dangerous for him. Tense indeed. That was a really close match. Very well played on both sides there. It was fun to watch. 2 of the better pirates I've seen play in this game. That was very impressive. Any pirate players, take notes on that. Watch that back. See what they're doing, because it was very well played. Both did do great. Well, let's see who Valhalla can answer back with. They will have that host. They're just going to try and take that life off of Dopey as quickly as possible, losing as little as they can. All right. Interesting choice. Valhalla's sending an orphan here. I would assume on the Viking. Yes. Taking an orphan. I'm not sure Viking is a great counter to pirate. I think better choices could be made, but we'll see. Orphan could do very well at just getting a quick tap before Dopey's ready. But we'll find out. We'll find out. We're selling? Maybe. I think Dopey is quite good at dealing with runners. I mean, you saw it with Skinny. He can open with that aggression. He can play back like you saw with Tudor. He's able to adapt really well and very quickly, right? Immediately you see that difference in playstyle coming out. So, see how this goes. Orphan does have the 2600 elo Viking that he is scared to take into ranked because he doesn't want to lose the elo. Let's see. He is a strong player. He's taken down some of the greats. But so is Dopey. Oh, starting off with a very good cut from Dopey. Taking that early lead, and that's what he needs. Every single life you can take off Orphan is pretty big here. I'm not doing it. Let's see. Dopey trading out the axe very nicely, not taking much. You can easily make that back up with his millions of secondaries. Yeah. Trades going in Orphan's favor. They're about even now in health. Both players going pretty slow. Orphan gets a very good trade there, not quite broken. Dopey's likely going to try and even this up with a secondary. No, he edgebreakers. Oh, Dopey tries to trade the axes, but no. Orphan's able to get the edgebreaker just in time. Yeah, for those asking, this is Broken Edge. It's a 1v1 VR sword fighting game. It's one of the best VR games in the market. If you're into VR, I very much recommend picking it up. It's just $15. All right, Orphan going for the edgebreaker now. Dopey seems to have collapsed. Running for that. Uses his axe though. He survives. Yeah, Dopey is going for secondaries here. He fails though. He gets stabbed. Orphan does take him out. He's keeping it safe. Keeping Valhalla in this. Yep, that's up to 3 points for them. This is a close game. Orphan having some fun. Dopey not paying much attention to this. Just letting it get over. Green Acres, while you're waiting for this, ready up your next fighter. Figure out who you're going to send in. Alright, there we go. Dopey crumbles. Orphan doing exactly what I need to do there. Just keeping that lead for Valhalla. All right. Getting a new code up. Just a moment. Yep. $15 on Quest and Steam. It gets consistent updates. The devs like enjoy working for the game. They do what they can. Yes, it's crossplay. The community is great. It's one of the best I've ever been in. Everyone here is friendly, has fun, wants to improve and enjoy the game. All right, we have a new code. Should be in just a second. Code seems a little broken. Hold on. Oh, he's got a bug? Okay. Not seen that one before. That's new. Yep. We're getting a new code. Should just be a moment. We do have a Spicy Fridge coming in. We haven't seen him play in the competitive scene in a long time. So, we'll see. See how well he does here. Green Acres is kind of needing this game here. Spicy kind of needs to take it for him, so they can start evening things up. They can't just keep taking these losing games, like taking one back and then losing again. They're gonna have to start getting some advantage, taking a couple lives on other people's hosts. This is taking a minute here. I won't be taking lives because it's a glitch. There's not much that can be done. Yeah. Please hold. All right, we got a new code. Should be in just a moment. All right, yes, this one actually works. We're good. Will there be a BG? Yes. So we're doing the final matches of this next week. So that will be Peacekeepers and it would be Light Owls, and then it'll be the finals of the winner of that versus the winner of this game. Yeah, we got Spicy coming in on the Samurai. One of the stronger classes right now. This could do some work against Viking. Just gotta be careful though. Gotta keep that awaken up. I think Orphan's gonna be able to pretty easily punish any drops. First trade comes through. Orphan with a slight advantage. Okay, good cut coming out from Spicy. Orphan is still doing that awaken damage. It's maybe not... Spicy's maybe not holding it as much as he would hope to. You can see he's dropping a lot on those pauses. Oh, Orphan gets a big cut with the axe there. Spicy's going to need to even that out somehow. Yes, it is an even match. I would say that's about accurate. Spicy taking a bit of awaken there. His blade's broken. Does still have a fair amount to work with, though. Just gotta be careful not to get body tapped, because Orphan will go for that. Okay, good cut from Spicy. Evening things out a little. Oh, Spicy goes above. Taps Orphan. Was not expecting that. Awaken def hits like a truck. It might. Spicy's not keeping up that much awaken right now, though. If Spicy can keep that awaken max for trades, there we go. That's what you want to see. Keeps that awaken max, takes almost nothing from the axe edgebreaker. And again, taking pretty minimal damage there. This is good. This is what he needs. Just chewing through Orphan's utility. He's used all his abilities pretty much, besides Second Wind and Crit Parry. Oh, he does take a lot of cut from that, though. Orphan, one turn left on the ward. You can still play a little dangerously. Spicy goes in a bit. Taps the ward. Yeah, he's looking for those body taps now, it seems like. Like he's found that that's his best chance. Oh, a very good cut. Orphan drops him awaken. Loses half his health in one trade. Yeah. And again, very nice cuts coming out from Spicy. Evens things out. And he has so many abilities to use on Orphan. Orphan just with that Second Wind and Crit Parry. One axe. Another very nice cut. Yeah, Spicy's getting into this. He's feeling it. He's keeping that awaken up. Orphan, not using Second Wind quite yet. He's playing a little dangerous. Takes a hit on the shield for it. You can't be relying on the shields. They're not entirely trustworthy. Goes through the axe again. Gets nothing with it. Now Second Winding. Smart. Spicy, warding up. Alright. Goes for both secondaries. Interesting. Gets tapped on the ward for it. Not sure if that was the best play you can make. Does get broken, but deals a lot to Orphan in the process. Orphan down to just that last little nub. Spicy still has 2 secondaries to work with. There's a lot he can go for here. Does take a fair bit. Orphan down to that Crit Parry almost. Not quite, actually. Not quite. Spicy going for 2 secondaries here. Aiming for a body tap. Doesn't quite get it, though. He is getting rid of that shield, though, which is a powerful tool for blocking the edgebreaker. So. And Spicy does still have that Second Wind. He can do a lot here. He can do an absolute lot. Is our voice material? My voice has been available for a long time. Alright, Spicy not using Second Wind still. Interesting. I expected him to. He is going for the edgebreaker. Doesn't use it. Just gets a trade instead. Now goes for it in full. Oh, and gets body tapped for it. He wasn't ready for the aggression from Orphan. Was not ready for that. Alright, even game. Yeah, Spicy's gonna have to watch those taps. Does trade out the axes pretty well. Yeah, Orphan likes using his abilities just early in the match, getting as much quick lead as possible. So he often goes for those axes, goes for that edgebreaker right away. Those first couple trades. Spicy's been able to trade them out pretty reliably, though. Not taking too much from him. And again, yeah, these trades just going through. Hey, Orphan not able to get much here. This is definitely looking like a hard matchup, y'all are right. Spicy just playing slow. He drops Awaken. He goes forward and taps the ward to save himself. That could have been really bad for him, but he pulls it back. Oh, he tries to ward, but it's too late. Orphan charging forward again. Gets that tap. Spicy's got to play a little more careful here. Oh, Orphan drops Awaken. That's really good for Spicy. That's what he needs. Another good trade. Not taking much. The word showed up just after he got hit. It happens sometimes. Yeah, it's really unfortunate timing. Orphan just playing it perfectly there. Spicy getting these trades, though. He's looking really good. Orphan close to breaking. Does still have both axes. So, some util left. Doesn't use them, though. He's broken. He's close to needing a second wind. I would expect some axes to come out here. Yes, he's ready for him. Spicy's ready. Doesn't take anything. Orphan does still have one more axe, but that Edgebreaker's gone. And he trades it out, only taking 30. Orphan is a little closer to breaking, but it's not quite what he needs. Oh, Spicy going on up over top. Getting a tap. Yeah, Magno, I think Spicy is likely still used to the old Samurai. Where you have a bit more restriction. But he's making it work. He's holding that Awaken real well. He's doing good amounts of damage. He just has to avoid those body taps in the early parts of the game. Whenever Orphan has that full blade, it gets a little scary. But Spicy's doing well enough to just play defensive, protect from it. He's looking good. Trades out the Edgebreaker very nicely, only taking 30. Okay, so they've played a little bit. Well, he's still looking pretty good here. Takes a bit from the axis there. He's starting to lose the lead, but he can likely bring it back. Just need some trades. And does still have a lot of util himself. Right, he's not using those Wakazashis to trade out that Edgebreaker. He's just tanking them. He knows he can. He knows that he can get more value out of just using the Wakazashis for cut later on. Ooh, Spicy breaks. It's getting a little dangerous for him. What's up? That's smart. Hopefully avoid that cut, which Orphan is going to go for. Okay. The word's gone. Oh. Spicy takes a lot of Awaken damage, but Orphan does take a good amount of cut. It's pretty close to even here. And Spicy does still have... Oh, no. That's not what he wants. The axe does massive amounts of damage. Spicy's in a dangerous spot here. He does take out the Wakazashi. This is smart. Protects him a little more. And gets a nice cut on Orphan. Breaks him down. Orphan does still have that second win and that crit parry. Spicy's down to just a crit parry. But Spicy does have an Edgebreaker. You can use it. And 2 secondaries. Orphan's used both of his already. Oh, no. That's not what he wants. The secondary... The Edgebreaker gets used on the shield. It's absolutely not... Oh, and Orphan gets a perfect cut. Spicy down to his nub and 2 secondaries. He's going to need to cut Orphan down a lot and then get a tap with the secondary, most likely. He does get a bit there. I'm not sure if that's enough, though. Orphan's just going to play to block as much as possible. Yeah, and he gets nothing there. Spicy's going to need a body tap here. It's going to be a miracle if he makes this. And no, Orphan just gets those trades again. Spicy takes it. Or sorry, Orphan takes it. Spicy falls. A lead for Valhalla gets that much wider. Orphan is down to just one life, though. It can be pulled back. It can absolutely be pulled back. So we'll see how this goes. Green Acres is going to have to send out one of their really heavy hitters, or this is not going to go very well. They're going to need to take Orphan out and then get another clean sweep just to even things out. Should have another code in just a second. Is that what? A 2-second barb TP? What does that even mean? Alright. I'm working on a code. Seems like they're going to send out Rune. Okay. On the duelists. This is an interesting choice. I don't think Viking is... It's likely not a duelist. Rune may play other classes, but he's known for duelist play. Viking v duelist is a tough matchup. I'm not sure if they're gonna want to play this out. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, so duelist v Viking, assuming that's the matchup that's going to come up, it's pretty heavily favored in the Viking, for the Viking. Yeah, because Viking just has that insane amount of health, really. Just can hold Awaken, not take much. And especially with Orphan. Orphan is really good at getting cut. I think Viking just survives for a very long time while the duelist kind of breaks their blade on them. But we'll see. It may also be very possible that Rune can just get a quick body tap on Orphan and then end it. And maybe a more favorable matchup comes out, though I would not be surprised if they send out a Tyrant or something, or Love Arrow on the Barb. It's very possible that Valhalla just counters it. We'll see. It is taking a minute. I'm considering taking lives here, but Green Acres is a bit behind, so I'm not sure if I want to be mean. Rather we get the full fight experience. They're behind because they're old. Yeah, they do struggle with technology. Okay, there we go. We have a code. All right. Rune is in. Just waiting for Orphan now. There is a skirmish on today. Skirmish every week up till the end, which is next week to our finals. Got one today, one on Saturday next week, and then we'll probably take a couple weeks break and then start over again. Start another series. All right. Orphan, yep. Got the Viking. Rune is playing Knight. Interesting choice. That could do well against us. Knight is solid against Viking. I wouldn't say it's a particularly favored matchup, but it's not bad for Rune. Where is Viking? He's over there. My camera was turned the wrong way. Very well done by me. All right. Rune starting off with an early Edgebreaker. Ooh, okay. Orphan goes out for the axe. Rune trades with the short sword. And another axe comes through. Trades out. Okay. Yeah, Rune doesn't want to be using that Edgebreaker that early, I don't think. Oh, very good cut, though. Takes some Awakening, but Knight does have a bit of a health lead, health advantage. So he can take some slightly negative trades and survive. Oh, trades out that Edgebreaker masterfully. Only taking 8 damage. Yeah, Rune's looking good here. Starting to get a lead. He just has to avoid those body shots. Yeah, evens out a little bit. Both players about half health. Rune still has a slight lead, though. Oh, and Rune drops Awaken. Down to the second wind. Okay. Does block with the shields. Manages to get a reset. He's going to have to get a lot of damage on Viking here without taking much himself. That's a good start. 40 damage. Pretty much nothing on him. Pushes forward a little. Backs out. Taking a bit. Does get good damage on Orphan, though. He has to get him broken. Viking and Knight both have a lot less health once they're broken. Right, because they have... I believe Viking has 250 some health. Knight has 300, but your blade only has 80 health once you're broken. Move Cam back a little. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Rune jumps up. He can't use that Edgebreaker early. It doesn't work. Oh, shield's fully broken. Yeah, Orphan's taking control of this match. Yeah. Of course. He does just have 1 life. Rune only needs to get some little bit of damage. One little body shot. But every life Orphan gets here is really big for Valhalla. It just widens that lead. Ooh, Rune does get a really big hit with the short sword there. 86 damage. Does give Orphan pretty free reign to use an Edgebreaker, though. Yes, Rune has to trade this out with a blade. And takes a bit from it. 55 damage. Knight can tank that, though. And still keeps the lead. Orphan has the experience. Yes, he does very much have that. And Rune is dropping Awakening much too often. He's going to need to survive a break here. Oh, he gets a body shot! That's exactly what he needed. Orphan goes down. That is exactly what Green Acres needed there. Rune does unfortunately lose a life, which isn't exactly what they would want, but it's workable. He's gonna have to take down the next fighter that Valhalla sends in. But again, it's possible. Both of these teams are only fielding 7 fighters right now. They agreed to make it even. So, they're both down a player. Green Acres will have to take down 4 to win. Valhalla just needs 3 more. It's still very possible from either side. Still very close. Yeah. Rune's just going to have to crawl back a little bit of this lead here. This ends with Anchors 1v1ing? You think so? I think that's possible, yeah. I don't know. Okay, this is much better. We got a quote very quickly this time. People are on top of it. That's what I like to see. Alright, who do they have this time? I don't know who the hell this is, actually. Which player is this? Someone's on an alt or something, because I don't recognize his name. Okay, it's Ure. Actually, don't know Ure all that well. I think he played last Battlegrounds, but we didn't see too much of him. Did play a Samurai last time instead of the Persian. We'll see how this goes. I would say that Persian can do work against a Knight. The health diff can make it a little scary, though. Let's see. It really depends on the cut Persian can get. Yuri is using main, which is an interesting choice. Takes a lot off the bat just from that Edgebreaker. I think this is absolutely possible for Rune. Just has to play careful, not get a body shot. Yeah, and he's getting good cut here. Yuri is playing a little scary, but the body shots are avoidable. Yeah, and the blade is broken. Yuri stopped moving for a little too long. Rune is building up that lead. He still has the ward. He's cutting Yuri down here. Using the short sword that time. Interesting choice. Yuri seems to be struggling to use second wind. Yeah, it doesn't seem that experienced on Persian. I'm not sure why they sent him in on this. And he gets body tapped. That evens things up. Yeah, Rune can absolutely pull this back here. Rune breaking Yuri down in 1 hit is looking really good for him. Yeah, I don't think the Persian was a good choice to send in here. Yeah, and again, he's just killing himself with Awakening. Yurei's just not holding that. He uses second wind here. And Edgebreaker? No, he fails the Edgebreaker. Finally gets it up. He's likely gonna go for a body shot here. He kind of has to. Oh, Rune drops Awakening. Gets broken. Okay, this is much more in the Persian's favor now. Those two swords make a big difference in the endgame. Oh, and Rune getting cut down. Yurei almost just, like, wiggling his swords out in front of him, and it's working somehow. Okay, Rune does get a lot of damage off that that short sword. Yurei down to just the one larger blade. Rune down to the crit parry. Oh, the shield gets tapped. Rune survives a little bit longer. Yeah, Rune's gonna have to get this and then likely get a body shot. Is his best bet. Once he activates those crit parries, he's in a bit of a rough state. It's very possible now, though. Yes, he goes low and he gets another. Yurei down to just one life. It's looking very good for Rune. Pulling it back. Yeah. Rune has to just... He has to keep from breaking as long as possible. Every trade that he doesn't break... Oh, no! He leaves himself too open. He gets tapped. Yurei pulls us back a little. Okay. Rune has to close this out. He can't lose this to Yurei. He can't be making those mistakes. Okay. Rune drops Edgebreaker at the end there. Trades out the secondary. It almost seems like he's just waiting out that ward. It's hard to tell, though. Rune dropping Awaken. Does get the Edgebreaker out in time. And Yurei drops Broken. That's really good for Rune. He's taken no damage. And Yurei's already down to just one blade left. Does use the Edgebreaker. Doesn't get much out of it, though. Only 50 damage. Yes, there's a lot of movement going on here. It's really scary for Rune. It looks like he's going to get body shot at any moment. But he's holding on. But no! Yurei takes it. Rune wasn't ready for the Persian body shots. Oh, that's really bad for Green Acres. Yurei down to only one life, but Green Acres does tick up to 5. Yurei looking confident. Strikes him down. Let's see what more he can get here. I was really expecting Rune to win that there. Yurei looked so unconfident, but he had those body shots. Had the body shots. All right. How does Green Acres respond to this? They really do. They're going to need to get a couple wins in a row. Yeah, Kraken doesn't seem to be around right now. I believe Green Acres looks like they're just down to their core few. Danny's still available. They haven't used Zuko either. Those are likely the two that they can send out. See who they pick. Okay, they are sending out Zuko. See what he can do here. All right, we are in. Waiting for a second fighter. Zuko is on the duel list, as is expected of him. Generally who he plays. Oh, it's Zuko on this side. Versus Yurei. He's going to have to take down that first life of Yurei's fast, and then move on to the next fighter. Just even things out here. This gap is not good for Green Acres, especially when they only have 2 members left. Alright. Yurei's in the game. Players ready up. Let's do this. Izuku's host. He's using legendary. Okay. That's not a bad choice. Though I think main would be good to quickly end this first match. Of course, he would be stuck on main from there on, but that's not great. Oh, that's not good for Yurei. He's dropping Awaken off the bat. Let's see. He does use Edgebreaker now. And Zukogo's broken. No, not quite. Break sounds. Not broken yet. Yurei, just the one blade left. He is very tricky with that one, though. It's hard to tell where he's going to come from. He's just barely holding Awaken with the speed he's going at. Zuko, using the Edgebreaker. Gets rid of another of Yurei's blades. He's just barely holding on to that last bit of health he's got. He just has to trade this out. Oh, he gets tapped. It's dangerous. He just needs a trade on Yurei. Really, any bit of damage is good for him. Yeah, he does get it. He breaks, but barely. Still has a lot of health left. And Yurei's blades are getting short. Zuko can really just keep trading this and survive. He does have to worry about the crit parry, though. Could do some damage. So let him have it, or is he going to go for a body shot here? He goes for the body shot. He gets it. Yurei finished off. Zuko making things a little closer for Green Acres. Of course, does still have to deal with the next fighter, which Valhalla still has some heavy hitters coming out. They still have Love Arrow to use. They haven't sent Faulted in either. To get Kraken to wake up? Maybe. Maybe. I don't see that happening, no. Kraken enjoys his sleep. Alright. See who they send in here. They are sending in Love Arrow. About expected from them. This could do some work. Though we have seen that Duelist can do some work against Love Arrow. Red's match last week very much proved that. Alright. Waiting for Zuko to join here. Yeah, he's gonna have to do a lot of work. He does have full lives, so it's doable. It's possible, but it is gonna be scary. The Love Arrow fight is not an easy one. Invalid code did get sent, so that took a little longer. But no fault of the players, just management. Alright. Yep, Zuko. Bring out the Duelists. Love Arrow with the Barb. See how this goes. Both players using Legendary. I think Zuko's definitely going to appreciate the extra Awakening here. Oh, Love Arrow goes in early. Tries to get that hit, but loses a lot of Awaken and gets punished for it. He's threatening that Edgebreaker. He's not actually going to go for it, though. Love Arrow very often... Yeah, move back. Yeah, that should do the trick. Love Arrow very often fakes those Edgebreakers and never actually goes for them. Love Arrow already broken. Zuko's doing good work here. Getting that cut where he needs it. Okay. Zuko going for the edge breaker. He's got to be careful not to get body shot here. He does hit it. Love Arrow taking a lot there. That's very good. Blades shortens. Yeah, I think Duelist is actually a very good counter to... Oh, no! I was going to say that Duelist is a good counter, but that hit. Damn. Oh, yep, he's going. He's moving backwards. Oh, God. Love Arrow getting dangerously close every time. Zuko just barely blocking. He does do a lot of damage every single hit, though. Love Arrow just not holding up that awakening. Oh, but Zuko drops Awaken to get that tap. Breaks. Does start in the edge breaker. And hits it. Not quite broken, though. Love Arrow still in it. It's difficult for Zuko here. He's got to play careful. Okay, that's an interesting choice from Love Arrow. Oh, and he gets another tap for it. Gets that spacing. Zuko just wasn't expecting it. Oh. This fight's hard. Zuko controls it for the first bit, then takes a body tap when he's not expecting it. And again, Love Arrow sweeps him. Not even losing a single life. That is not good for Green Acres. Well, they have one last chance. One last chance. I would assume it's going to be Danny Brick. Unless they can somehow pull Kraken out of his grave. I don't see that as likely. Should have code in just a minute. We're gonna see the end. Their one last chance. And it is going to be the one and the only Danny Brick. He's gonna try and save this guild. Let's see what he can do. Love Arrow should join in just a moment. And well, we're gonna see if he can save this guild. He's gonna need to get 3 players in a row. It's possible for him. He is one of the best players in this game still. But difficult. Code has been sent. Should be just a moment. Yeah, Toklo, there's always the finals next week, which I would assume that every member of Valhalla is going to get used there. Peacekeepers, assuming you win this, Peacekeepers will absolutely push you to your limits. But, well, can't worry about that quite yet. Still one member left to deal with. See if you can do it. I'm not at all assuming you're going to lose. Assuming that it's going to be a close fight. Alright. Danny going in with main. That extra range is definitely going to make a difference. Especially, and the lack of true edge. Just giving that extra bit of option. Starting off with a trade. Alright. Love Arrow does take the early hit. Danny answering back with an edge breaker. Not doing a ton though. Love Arrow is actually keeping awake in this fight. He goes for a spin. And drops Awaken. There you go. I think that's what Danny was banking on. The Awaken drop hits. Okay. Danny pulls out the secondary, just getting that extra range. And Love Arrow drops Awaken again. Broken. Danny. Prepared to block. Yes, he does with the secondary. I think Pirate is a very good choice against this player. Love Arrow goes in for it. Does break Danny. Still has a lot of util left, though. It's far from over. Okay. It's cut down. Force you second win. Both players are somewhat even now. Love Arrow. Oh, he uses that, uses the ward, charges in, but gets hit by the dagger. He's down to crit parry. Danny taps the ward once. He has 2 turns left. Or actually, I think just 1 turn left. Ooh. Does hit with a sword. It's dangerous for Danny now. He's down to just a nub. Love Arrow has a full sword. He's going for the Edgebreaker, and he hits it. Ooh. Hold on. Live's gotta get fixed here. Alright. Let's see what Danny can do here. That's a very good start. Cutting him down. Yeah, Danny needs to be more careful here. You might want to save ward for when he's in a disadvantaged spot like that again. Yeah. Doesn't matter if you've got that health advantage if you're just going to get tapped. Okay. Love Arrow takes the axe, taking minimal damage on it. And Danny takes a lot, but does break Love Arrow. Love Arrow. Oh, Danny. He opens himself up too much. Love Arrow takes another. I don't think Danny was ready for this fight. Love Arrow is a person that you absolutely have to prepare for. You have to know what you're fighting. I don't think Danny quite has it. Love Arrow trades that out. Has full awaken there. Trades out the axe, taking nothing. Both players go for a little tap before they're actually ready. Danny does charge forward, deals a lot of awakening damage. Does have that lead in health, but Love Arrow has taken away a lot of his material already. And he goes for a tap. No, Danny defends. Takes a lot of awaken for it, but Love Arrow is broken. Force a second wins. Danny trace out the dagger. Very well done. Love Arrow drops. He's down to crit parry. He's going to try and get one more. Danny trades it out with a secondary. Smart. Well played. He's likely just going to give him the crit parry here and then just try and trade it out. Yes. He does still have a ward. And he has a secondary to work with. Still has options. Love Arrow cut down a little more. He's got a lot of space. He's very adept at using it. Another trade. Love Arrow. He's getting low. Danny is out of that ward though. Uses second wins. Love Arrow still has an edge breaker. I'm not sure if he's going to use it though. He does. He drops it. He takes another 20. That is the secondary gone though. Danny just has to tank the edge breaker now. But he goes in. He does get a tap. Taking at least one off of Love Arrow. It's the start. Just got to keep it going though. Can't lose another round. Can't afford to make mistakes. And he tries for a small trade there, but Love Arrow is maintaining enough awaken. And again. Starting to lose that health lead. Tries an edge breaker. Again, Love Arrow is just maintaining that awaken this time. Playing it safer. Getting a lot of cut. It's a little scary for Danny. Does take out the Kriegsmesser. And he does block with it, getting 45. Not bad, not bad. Still needs more to get back in this, though. No, he doesn't. Danny falls. Love Arrow takes down another strong opponent like it's nothing. And Valhalla takes it. It is over for the Green Acres. A very good game to both sides, but Valhalla just very confidently takes that. Very good shit. A great game all around. was good to see. I'm glad we were able to fit it in here today. Well, that's going to be it for this week. But get ready. We have our final matches, the official Battlegrounds, next week. So that is going to be Peacekeepers versus Light Owls first. And it's going to be the winner of that versus Valhalla in the finals. I think we're going to have some incredibly good games. So make sure you tune in. It's going to be Saturday, same time as today. All right. Have a nice rest of your day, and goodbye.